students, to our first week of the rest of the semester where we're continuing these online classes. And, well, we're going to keep making videos. That's the way it... Is it hot? Oh, I don't feel... Oh, I don't feel so... I know what you're thinking. Who's that guy and where did he come from? Well, let me tell you, it's actually really simple. Do you remember last time in the book factory, there was Andy Prime, then there was future Andy, that's me, and then there was further future Andy, right? And further future Andy came out, he hit me with a book from behind, I went down, out like a light. While I was sleeping, Clone Andy came in with the gun, bang, bang. He killed both of them. Done. Gave his little speech and went away. I woke up right in the middle of all that, but I'm smart. I just stayed down. I pretended I was out of it. I don't know what's going on. And then I was thinking, you know what? We don't know about cloning, right? Probably something wrong, and if you see what just happened to him, some kind of health problem or something like that, right? Not good. So I just decided to bide my time and wait, and look what happened. By the way, I, of all the Andys, am totally innocent. I never hurt anybody, never killed anybody. Angel Andy. I mean, I did push him down over there. But aside from that, nothing. I'm a good guy. So let's talk about determiners, shall we? What is a determiner? A determiner is a type of adjective. They mark nouns, right? And just like any other adjective, right, it gives us some information about the noun. And we have different types, right? Articles, we know, and demonstratives, possessives, numbers, quantifiers. We'll talk about them. But basically, determiners are words like the, my, this, some, for, right? Something like that. I'm going to the office today, or I want to see my mother, or I have 3 big books. 3 is the determiner, not big, you know? All right. Each student in this class, blah, blah, blah. Each is a determiner. All right, so basically there are 5 types of determiners. We got articles and the, which are super complicated, and we're going to talk more about them later in the future because, yeah, now is not the time. Demonstratives, this, that, these, those. Possessives, which show ownership. My, your, his, her, right? Something like that. In addition to that, if we put an apostrophe S on the end of a noun, it also becomes a demonstrative, right? Andy's computer, something like that. We also have quantifiers, which means put a number on something, right? Few, fewer, a few, a little, little. We talked about them before, right? Many, much, something like that. In addition, numbers are a type of determiner. 1, 2, 3, sheep. Are the sheep still here? Sheep are still here. Cool. Okay, so anyway, we have these 5 groups, but we split them into 2 large categories, basically. We have referring determiners and we have quantifying determiners. Referring determiners show who or what the noun is pointing to or talking about. The most common types here are articles, possessives, demonstratives. For example, his dictionary. It shows who we are talking about in reference to the noun, right? Or the newspaper. It's being specific, which newspaper, right? Something like that. Quantifying determiners, on the other hand, show how much or how many of something we have. So numbers are quantifiers, right? 3 cheeseburgers. I'm hungry already. 3 is a quantifying determiner. Or something like that, right? I have a little money. Little is quantifying. How much do you have? A little. Good. All right, so we know basically what types of determiners they are. I am not going to test you on their categories, but it's kind of good to know, because if we get this meta-language, what does meta-language mean? Smart editor. You know why? I'm the editor. If we know the meta-language, it helps us, it creates space in our brains for understanding the system. And understanding is important, right? Okay, so anyway, we got the idea of what categories they are, what types of determiners we have. Now, let's talk specifically about usage. Where do they go? Now, determiners always come first in noun phrases. So, and the always come at the beginning of the noun phrase. If you have adjectives, it always will come after, right? The ugly purple sweater. You cannot say ugly purple the sweater. It doesn't make any sense. Or if we use, let's use a quantifying determiner. 1 ugly purple sweater. You can't say ugly purple 1 sweater. No good. Determiners always come at the beginning. Excellent. Andy's ugly purple sweater. I have several ugly shirts, but I do not wear an ugly purple sweater. Unfortunately. Maybe next winter. We'll see. It's getting too warm now anyway, isn't it? Almost too warm for this. Okay, so in addition, we can also use more than one determiner sometimes, but this is an important rule. You cannot use 2 referring determiners or 2 quantifying determiners in the same noun phrase. You can use 1 referring and 1 quantifying. That's perfectly fine. So, for example, you can't say the Andy's ugly purple sweater. It doesn't work. Or Andy's the ugly purple sweater. No dice. Doesn't work at all. Instead, we can say Andy's 2 ugly purple sweaters, referring, quantifying. Or, thinking now. We can say my 5 friends, something like that, right? That's good. All right. But like I said, we can't combine 2 of the same kind. We can't say we bought his house, or I have many chairs. It doesn't work. All right, with all of that, I'm going to stop here. Short video today, pretty simple. We'll continue in the future. Have a great day, everybody.